All right, so today we have Rebecca Venticinque from Try Again Fitness. It's a triathlon club here in Traverse City. So, hi Rebecca, thanks for joining me
Hi,
today.
Jesse.
How you doing?
Thanks for having me. Good.
Good, excellent. It's kind
Staying
of
inside on this wet day.
all right. Well, I wanted my clients to get to know you a little bit better since I work with you and I work with a few of your clients. So, I guess if you want to start, let us know a little bit about what Try Again Fitness is and maybe a little bit about how you got started in the industry or even in the competitive world there of triathlons.
Sure. About 15 years ago or so, I was challenged by a friend to try a triathlon, a sprint distance triathlon. And I'm like, well, I'm a runner, so how hard can it be?
Sure.
And it surprisingly was a lot of fun. I did my first sprint triathlon at the Interlochen one. And I did the whole thing on about a 55-pound mountain bike. You know, everyone else is there has fancy bikes, fancy tri-suits, and I'm in my swimsuit and spandex. And the hardest part was the swim. I think it took me 3 times longer than anybody else. I was not the last one out of the water, but it was definitely an experience. And I
Yeah.
was too embarrassed to go find out from anybody else what to do. I didn't know anybody, who was doing that stuff. And I was just like, all right, I'm going to watch from the outside. And then I kept doing that same one year after year after year. And then I
Nice.
became involved with the company who actually puts those races on through disciplines. And I worked for them one summer
Nice.
for race management. So that was a lot of fun.
Very cool.
And then I met my husband, who also worked at the racing company. And life happened, and he moved up here, and we started Try Again Fitness.
Nice. No, I love that. I love it, especially because not only, and we'll get into it in a little bit with you also being a coach, but I love that you know the back end aspect of it in terms of like what it takes to put a race like that together, but you also know what it takes to compete and run a race like that. So I just
Yeah,
think that's can bring that together. And then of course with your husband's expertise as well. I just love your business model in terms of how well rounded that is. So tell me
thanks.
about the services that you guys offer, just because through my clients, I've heard not only coaching that you do for triathlon, but do you do any other kind of personal training as well?
Yeah, we do a lot of group triathlon training events inside and outside, and we offer online training plans for swim, bike, and run, or combination, or any single one of those disciplines. We also offer. My husband and I are both certified personal trainers,
Nice.
so we offer private or small group personal training sessions as well.
I love it. Awesome. And then that also ties into Ironman. I know you're a certified Ironman. Is that coach or trainer? Tell me a little bit about that.
Certified certified Ironman coach.
Love it. And
One
what's
of
that?
the hardest tests I've ever taken in my life.
Ah, I bet. I can't imagine what that's even got to be like. My goodness. Awesome. So that's got to be exciting for you having Ironman come to Traverse City last year. How did that kind of, having it kind of here in your own backyard, how did that work out for you guys and Try Again Fitness or even some of your athletes?
We figured when we heard it was coming to Traverse City, we knew the first year wouldn't be a huge business boost because most people aren't just going to go try a 70.3 distance if they haven't seen something like that before.
Sure.
So most of the people, although last year, Ironman Traverse City had the highest number of any of their races of newbies, first time 70.3ers. We figured that after the event happened, we'd get a lot of people reach out, which happened. I probably have about 15 new clients after the event happened.
Good. No, that's awesome. And what do you think about, I know, and I don't think much has been said about the Ironman for this year, but what are your hopes? I know Ironman's come out with some virtual races, which are kind of a really neat way to stay engaged. What are your thoughts on that for this year?
I hate to speculate. I mean, we can't even train indoors yet or in a pool. So, I mean, that makes it really tough with the race, 3 months out.
Yeah.
But I want to see it happen.
Yeah.
All my clients are training like it's going to happen. And if it doesn't happen, we're still going to hold our own 70.3 somewhere around here.
I love it.
Where we can aid our station, we can aid it ourselves and stuff.
Yeah.
Everyone's trained for it. So that they want to go for it.
Yeah. Oh my God. No, I think that's awesome. And I just saw on Facebook you guys did your own Bayshore. Was it marathon or half marathon?
We did Bayshore Half Marathon the
I
day after the original one was supposed to take place. Again, it was a huge bucket list for so many of my athletes, and I'm like, well, we can still go do it. Let's go. And we set
yeah.
up an 8 station that they got to hit twice, and it was great. It was perfect.
That's cool. No, I love it. And just talking about how your athletes and your clients train, I can see in your background there, you've got your own kind of fitness facility there. Tell me a little bit about where you guys train and what you can offer there.
So we have a studio at our house. We train in, we do CompuTrainer rides. So they're 90-minute computer rides where we can have 8 riders riding at a time, and we train by watts. So I can be training in my VO2 max zone while you can also be training in your VO2 max. Our numbers aren't going to be the same most likely, but we're both going to be suffering the same amount.
Okay.
Because we're in our own, we assess every month in each discipline.
Okay.
So we're in whatever zones we're training in that month, everyone is at the same,
Okay.
suffering from the person next to them.
Yeah.
And then we have 4 treadmills, and we have a couple of Vasa swim ergometers that are in indoor swimming, dryland swimming, where
Wow.
you can strengthen your swim stroke, and it teaches you the correct mechanics of a swim stroke.
Interesting.
Most people, when they're not swimmers and they get in the water, they panic. They fear, for their lives because of the water. They don't want to drown. But if I can get you on dry land, I can see how fast you can actually go. Then you can get in the water and know with confidence how fast you can go and not worry about drowning.
Yeah, absolutely. I love it. So there you go. You've got essentially swim, bike, and run right there in your studio. I mean, no pavement needed. It's all right there. I love it.
Yep, it's perfect.
Very cool. So, I mean, that in itself kind of, to me, I mean, I know a ton of personal trainers in the area. Traverse City has a ton of gyms. And I just love how I obviously myself, kind of a niche massage therapist doing sports massage and medical massage. So I just love it seeing, again, your business model, your niche. Like, sure, everybody's welcome, but this is what you guys do really great. I mean, your setup's extremely impressive. I just love it. So.
I get a lot of people who come in and are like, oh, I can't do this. I've tried before and I failed. Or I used to be an athlete. I'm no longer an athlete. Well, our name is Try Again Fitness.
Yeah.
You can never stop trying. Like, always try again. You might fail this week. Let's try again next week.
Yeah. I love it. I love it. Very cool. Well, thanks for joining me today, Rebecca. I'm sure we're going to chat again. I'd love to have a little bit more information to my clients or anybody watching. So hopefully if you're up for that, we'll see you again soon.
Yeah, that'd be great. Thanks, Jesse.
Yeah, you're welcome. We'll see you.
See ya. Thanks.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Bye.